But if you want to be a well-rounded marketer, and when you're starting off, you have to wear every hat. See, at this point, I don't do any web stuff. At this point, I can really farm out a lot of stuff, but you don't get to start there. You have to start as a consummate, well-rounded, all-wearing hat, solo enterprise, a scrappy dog, bulldog, or you're not going to be able to get to the point where you can start passing jobs off. Okay? My point is this: if you resonate with something, like you may have watched Ryan and Steve up here and go, no, it's just not clicking. Then don't do it, because you've got to. If you're not clicking into something, if you're not falling into something, you're going to fall straight on your face. But if you're moving into something, you're going to run with it. So I would say if you felt good about what they were sharing and your heart was like, yeah, let's do it, you got to learn to run with that. If you, with the coaching club with me, you got to learn to run with that. And then also at the same time, most of us come from middle class mores of working and not wanting to spend money, and MLM where you just talk to friends and family and you don't want to spend money on marketing. We are in a business that is marketing driven, and there's costs, and I mean, I pay money all over the place. So I would say if you're feeling it, I've been Ryan Dice's coaching club. I've been in Evan Pagan's $500 per month coaching club. I'm in Frank Kern's $300 per month coaching club. I hired Jeffrey Combs and I had no money. That was still the stupidest thing I'd ever done. But look what happened. So when I was interviewed, when I was talking with you, it was a Cedar dealer, I don't remember who it was. But we were talking, and I said, you know, I was 40K in the hole, buying stuff to figure out what to do. It was changing my mind. It cost me $40,000, and I was $40,000 in debt, or was I? Because I paid it off in 1 week. And then this week, where I'm at 290. 290. Now I don't get to keep all that. I don't get to keep all that, but I do get to keep 6 figures-ish of it in a week. So was it really $40,000 in debt? I mean, was that even the right way to look at it? Or was it $40,000 a seed to create a huge, life-changing situation? So you've really got to, if you're going to be an entrepreneur, you've got to learn to separate your entrepreneurial life from your private life, from your consumptive finances, and learn to categorize things like, okay, in my normal person, I'm not going to be a consumptive debt, liability debt guy anymore. Fine, be that. But in your entrepreneurial self, your first million is supposed to be rolled back in. Did you know that? Your first $1 million, the first million is to be getting networking, building relationships, getting connections, and then you're building an infrastructure that can carry real wealth. Otherwise, you're just going to be desperately working your ass off trying to make the bills. So literally, the first mill is to be parlayed back in. So you take your economic self and your normal and say, no consumptive, but your entrepreneurial guy, that's a whole different animal. And this, you've got to learn to see that even though you're one being, does this sound weird, but do you guys feel what I'm saying here a little bit? Right? See what I'm saying?
Yes.
Is it working?
Yes. Yeah.
So, that being said, I spent $40,000 in credit cards, but it wasn't $40,000 on TV and going out to eat. $40,000 hiring the best people I could hire, finding the best people I could, doing everything I could do to figure this out, traveling to events that I couldn't afford to be at, staying in hotels I couldn't afford to be at, all on my credit card. All of it. But that goes back to what I was talking about earlier. If you have a heart desire for something, but your checkbook keeps you from it, you're a slave to what? Money. Yeah, you're actually a slave to money.
Broke thoughts.
Yeah, you're a slave. Instead of money being your servant, I want it, and you marshal the resources to have it, it's the exact opposite. And then you think broke, and then you think, yeah, that gets into another thing. Okay.